just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I that like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why I treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Check 390! 390!
Right there. Watch the run, watch the run. Slam!
Wait, 89!
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. On second down, Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rivers hands off to Eckler. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got the first down before 6. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Gordon back as well. Week 5, his first game back, 12 carries, 31 yards. And he certainly figures to be the bell cow in that backfield for the Chargers going forward. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Rivers on 4th down. He's going to air one out. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over. In a deeper position.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Keith Brown, 92 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And some room to run now. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30, 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point right down the middle. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Where we go? Back, back, back. Check, 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 check. So Orange. Jump, Orange.
Here's Gordon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jim. Tight alpha. Check 3.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Wait, 89.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson steps away. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
This is Ingram on first and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Thomas Davis on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on second and 8. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Right there. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Echo! 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 58, boys, 58. 58 to Mike. I got him. Trust. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. It's coming this way,
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 61. Match box.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Rivers to throw it. He completes it to Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Here's Rivers. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They are happy to have Hunter Henry back after missing more than a month of the season. And when he came back, made his presence felt in the Sunday night or Week 6, albeit in a losing effort. But he had 8 catches, 100 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Again, it's Rivers. Flush to his right. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him. Complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man. It's Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Rivers. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a 1st down.
1st and 10.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, 30 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Rivers. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set. What's the plan? Right here, right here.
On first down, Ingram. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Let's go. Delta. 58's the money. 58's the money. 3 bucks.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
190. 390. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The tackle made by LJ4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, earlier, Charles, we looked at some of the Week 8 games that were intriguing. How about some Week 8 games where you've got a team that really, really needs a win? And I was thinking about the Chargers at Chicago and Cleveland at New England. You feel like the Chargers in Cleveland need to find a way to get a victory.
I think you're exactly right, and the Chargers' chances are really slipping away. Chicago's overthrowing.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Nowhere to return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Rolling to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Ready? Right. 50 seconds, right. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
58, right over there.
From the 38, Jackson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw forward.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. to throw again. Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Black 15. Left.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Rivers throwing complete to his tight end, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rivers again. And caught by Henry. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and now it's 2nd down.
Done. 390. 58. Come on. Here we go. Done.
Throwing again. Rivers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers looking left sideline, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, but now it'll be 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for them.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit, because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
Great note right there, because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
At the 13-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Bang, 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 bang. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Shift, shift. Big dash. Come, come. Check 31, check 31. Look right.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.